So another thing you can do is you can fill an area with type. So if you go to your toolbar, go to your type tool and click on this area type tool and just click on a section. Sometimes you have to click on an edge. One thing that might happen is you get this error about non-compound path. So what you do there is if it comes up, that non-compound path error, you go to Object, Compound Paths, and Release. Let's see. And now it works. So with this, for the fonts, there's a couple keyboard shortcuts that are going to be good to know. And one is Shift Command or Shift Control, and it's your comma and period key to make the font smaller. You hit Shift Command comma if you're on a Mac, Shift Control comma on a PC. And if you want to make it bigger, you hit Shift Command period or Shift Control period if you're on a PC. And so you can fill sections with type. So if you, let's see, and if you go to type and fill with placeholder text here, it will fill the whole thing up instantly. So if I make the font really small and then go to type and fill with placeholder text, it starts to fill up these areas. I would kind of want you to take words that relate to the image. So maybe it's like lyrics from a David Bowie song goes into that section. But you can kind of do that throughout, you know, with these different pieces, you know, go to different sections, select them, use your type tool. You probably do have to go to compound path and hit release first. And then just use that tool. Use the fill with type tool here. And go to type and then fill with placeholder text. So you can start to recreate that image with type. So that's the idea for that assignment. So I'll have more information though next week. I'm just kind of giving you a preview of a couple different tools that I want you to use. Image tracing, converting type to outlines, but I'll get into more details. But is there any questions about some of these techniques that I'm doing here, creating? So, so yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to show you tonight. Just a couple more things we can do with.
Will this one be just black and white or grayscale? Is grayscale good for this too, or no?
Yeah, you can do grayscale for this one as well. I think sometimes it's better to have it black and white. It depends. It depends on what you want to do. And you don't have to fill it all with type, and you can kind of do a combination of type and vectors. Sometimes black and white just is more powerful when it's just black and white like that. In graphic design too, when you have text, there's this implied grayness to the text when it is grouped together in a certain way. So you have your leading is the spacing between lines of text. That's what your leading is. When you have more leading between lines of text, it conveys like a lighter color, a lighter density of text. So it can read as like a lighter or darker. But yeah, you can, yeah, if you want to use grayscales for this one, that's fine. I'm trying to stay away from color until we get more into color in a couple weeks when we start to focus more on color.
Thanks.
Yep. So any other questions?